The WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, January 7th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. Vandals have struck the Hazleton Shopping Plaza on Broad Street. Plaza owner Edward Koss said that this wasn't the first time that crews are at the plaza nearly every day fixing problems that are attributed to the vandalism. 2 pillars were repaired yesterday and windows need to be replaced that were shot out with pellet guns. The front windows had holes in them while the back windows were completely destroyed. The estimated cost of the damage is over $100,000. Koss plans to install a new security system with better cameras. Hazleton police are also investigating the vandalism incidents. An early Tuesday morning fire on Prospect Street in Wilkes-Barre was indeed arson. City police have arrested a homeless man in it. 51-year-old Billy Joe Hartranft was charged Wednesday afternoon with arson. Police also say they have a second suspect in the case. No motive has been revealed. The fire broke out at 6 o'clock Tuesday morning. Shortly after extinguishing it, police said the fire started on the porch. Damage was not extensive and there were no injuries reported. It looks like the Wilkes-Barre Police Department is under the direction of a new chief of police, and this one is making history. Her name may be familiar since she's been with the police department for nearly 27 years. This morning, Mayor Tony George named Lieutenant Marcella Landacki the new chief of police. Landacki began working with the department as a patrol officer. From there, she moved up through the ranks to sergeant and then to lieutenant. Mayor George said she is no nonsense type of officer and has been with one of the best platoons in the city.
I believe we're progressing into the times as they should be. As I mentioned earlier, I have great regard for the Metropolitan Police Department, Washington, D.C., Kathy Lanner, who has been very successful. She's a female. She's been in her position for a number of years and has been very successful in reducing even the homicide rate and increasing the clearance rate.
Currently, she is named interim chief until Chief Robert Hughes' work anniversary date of March 27th. Then she will be chief. Landacki says this is a new direction for Wilkes-Barre, hiring a woman as chief, but is one she believes is positive.
I was hired. I went through the PSP Municipal Academy. When I came out from there, I was put into the DARE program in 1996, which I created, and it was very large by PCCD standards. I was moved out of that position when I was promoted in 2002, sergeant on the road. Then for a number of years I went and ran the Records and Evidence Division, following which I was moved out of there due to my promotion to lieutenant, at which time I was night shift, and I'm that watch commander since 2010.
Landacki says she looks forward to working with the department now as chief and hopes everyone can continue working together as a team for a better future. State police in Frackville are on the lookout for a man wanted out of Berks County involved in a domestic assault. The incident occurred on December 28th around 6:30 p.m. on Old Team Road in Ryan Township. Police say 35-year-old Harry Edward Hostler of Barnesville was engaged in a verbal argument, and at some point during it, he allegedly pushed the female victim to the ground and pulled her hair. Before police arrived on scene, Hostler ran from the scene on foot. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call PSP in Frackville at 570-874-5300. West Hazleton police arrested a wanted man after pulling him over during a traffic stop. 24-year-old Vincent Ken Canfield, whose last known address is in Freeland, was taken into custody by police after finding out he had multiple active warrants out for his arrest from various law enforcement agencies. Those agencies include the Hazleton Police Department, the State Police, Luzerne County Sheriff's Office, and the Sussex County Sheriff's Office of New Jersey. Stemming from the traffic stop, Canfield was arrested on narcotics-related charges after police say they found narcotics and drug paraphernalia concealed inside the vehicle. West Hazleton police were assisted by the Sugarloaf Township Police and the Hazleton police officers during that incident. A West Hazelton man was arrested on assault charges following an altercation on January 5th just before 8 p.m. According to police, they were called to the area of Batter Street for a disturbance. Upon arriving on scene, officers found a male bleeding profusely from lacerations on his head. During the investigation, police learned that he was allegedly beaten with a television remote control. 48-year-old Jesus Miguel Morales was taken into custody and charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, and harassment. The victim was taken to a regional trauma center by a West Hazelton ambulance. Tonight, Morales is behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison in lieu of $10,000 bail. West Hazelton police were assisted by Sugarloaf Township Police on scene. Hazelton Area School District middle school basketball teams resumed play last night. There were no reports of incidents. Superintendent Dr. Craig Butler suspended play last month after a fight at Hazelton Elementary Middle School, the old high school, that spilled out into the parking lot and the street. Fans will hear a message about sportsmanship before each tip-off of each game. There's a big problem with Luzerne County 911 in Nescopec. In some parts of town, there's no reception or transmission. The signal to and from 911's transmitter is spotty, forcing police officers and emergency responders to rely on cell phones. Borough Council President Paul Nye says the worst is yet to come. He says it gets even worse in the spring and summer when trees are full of leaves. Nye said the communication issue has existed for about 5 years. Luzerne County 911 is having a study done to find out what they can do about it. Under consideration is adding a piece of equipment somewhere in the area. The equipment will likely cost $10,000 and $20,000 depending on what's needed, according to County 911 Director Fred Rosenkrantz. He says it's been done elsewhere. Nanticoke City Manager Andy Gagaris has been placed on administrative leave, but no one has said why or for how long. Gagaris was hired as Nanticoke City Manager in May of 2014. The city's charter assigns authority over the manager to the mayor, but firing him would require yes votes from at least 4 council members of city council as well as the mayor. And Gagaris would get the chance to defend himself at a public meeting. No interim manager has been named. Well, it's time now for our first look at our forecast. It's another chilly but sunny day here in northeastern Pennsylvania. But will the sunshine stick around for our upcoming weekend? Once again, our Gary Perna is in for Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik and is in the Weather Center tonight with all the details. Gary?
Yeah, you're right, Ann. It's been cool, but it's something that, we're expected to this time of year, with temperatures pretty much staying in the 30s. Taking a look currently around the nation, 29 in New York City, 25 in Boston, Buffalo also coming at 25. Taking a trip out west here, Las Vegas coming in at 50, San Francisco at 51, Miami coming in at 71. So what can we expect in our neck of the woods? Well, there's still that chance for rain on Saturday. We'll talk about that. Plus the cooler temperatures. But is there a brief warm-up in our future? We'll tell you all about it coming up next with more. Ann?
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, Wilkes-Barre's newly sworn-in Mayor Tony George is making some major changes to the city, including hiring that new police chief. Plus, a local fast food establishment donated a big check to a local school district. That and much more, including sports, is coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Where will you be going to school this fall?
If you're entering middle school
Or high school?
take our entrance exam on January 30th.
It's a great school where you get personal attention
Make new friends.
and begin your path to success.
Register today for MMI's entrance exam.
holidays are on the way. If you don't have time to bake it, let Carmen's make it. Carmen's Bakery and Deli has everything you need for holiday gatherings. Everything is made fresh and on the premises with the best quality ingredients. From their famous nut and poppy rolls to their homemade breads, pastries, and pies, Carmen's has everything you need for your holiday table. Pumpkin pies and pumpkin rolls are ready to go and will make your holiday meal complete. Made to order specialty cakes, cookies, and deli trays too. Catering is also available. Carmen's will do all the work for you. Call and order early. Happy holidays from Carmen's.
There are some changes coming to the city of Wilkes-Barre under new Mayor Tony George. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
Today, Wilkes-Barre's newest mayor, Tony George, held his first press conference this morning to announce some changes within the city, mainly with personnel.
New staff or old staff, because a lot of these were members of the previous staff, and they're all experienced in the city. They all know the city inside and out, and they're the perfect choice to lead the city to the future. Greg Baruch will remain our Director of Administrative Services. Tim Henry will be our new Assistant or Deputy Director of Administrative Services. Pete Moses will be our City Solicitor upon confirmation of Council. Alan Meehan will remain our Human Resource Director. Tyler Ryan is appointed as Assistant to the Mayor. Hank Radulski will again be our Director of Health Services. Jay Delaney will remain our Fire Chief. Alan Clappett will remain our Deputy Fire Chief. Chief Robert Hughes has decided to retire, and he is using his time off that he has earned. In his replacement, Lieutenant Marcel Wendacki will be acting chief until Hughes officially retires, and at that time she will be sworn in as permanent chief.
The mayor also implemented pay cuts for all the department heads.
Everybody on my senior staff, including myself, took a salary cut. Now we're going to be going over the budget to see where else we had some cost savings, because right now I believe the budget the previous mayor presented isn't financially right.
George did appoint the city's first female acting police chief to head one of the busiest police departments in our area.
Lieutenant Lindacki, now Chief Lindacki, has been an excellent employee of the city for almost 25 years. She started as patrol, went to sergeant, went to lieutenant, and her platoon is one of the best platoons in the city. All the platoons are great, but she runs a tight shift. She's a no-nonsense type person.
In Wilkes-Barre, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, he's back with a full look at our forecast, plus a look at how much money a local McDonald's raised to support Chromebooks for an education project at Panther Valley Elementary School. More news is headed your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Hi, I'm Bill Washko. Join me for a Let's Talk Chiropractic when our guest, Rick Ryder, professional wrestler, will be on with Dr. Stacy and Dr. John. Only on WYLN TV 35.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazelton's Funfest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Chides to Spare Hill Climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Well, not looking too bad out there across our nation. 51 out in San Francisco, Los Angeles coming at 57. Miami, that's the place to be, 71 degrees. But if you like it cold, hey, Boston, Buffalo, 25. New York coming at 29. But hey, here in our neck of the woods, we're staying about 30. Around the state today, the past 24 hours, these have been the temperatures. 26 in Wilkes-Barre, Selinsgrove coming at 28, Williamsport as well, 25 in Mount Pocono, Allentown at 32, along with Philadelphia. The past 24 hours, the state low temperatures, look at that, Towanda at 7, -6 out in Bradford, Johnstown coming in at -1 as well. So there's really no rainfall in our area as well. Live radar showing us nothing going on in our area. This could be the same picture I've been showing you since Monday because nothing's been going on, which, hey, we like. It means no snow, no rain, nothing to clean up. So around our area, we're doing pretty good. Live conditions at our WILN studios, 33 degrees right now outside. Wind chill factor staying at 33, so that's good. The wind coming at the southeast at 2 miles per hour. So, hey, we're doing good there. Now, taking a look up in the Wyoming Valley, Nanticoke, Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, Pittston, Lehman. Temperatures holding about 26 through 25 and 24 there. The wind as well staying pretty calm. Most of it's coming out of the north, either northwest or northeast. And wind speeds on our area as well. Current temperatures, Avoca coming in at 25, Mount Pocono at 24, Williamsport coming in at 27. So you're traveling tonight, you're heading out tomorrow, you're heading out to work. These are what we could expect. Again, it's kind of been a repeat for the last 3 or 4 days. Not much going on. Cool temperatures in our area, but it's been sunny, which is a good thing. So it's warming up the atmosphere. If it was cloudy, we'd probably see temperatures down into the low 20s. You're traveling tonight anywhere, 7 in Selinsgrove, 10 up in Mount Pocono, Wilkes-Barre coming in at 8. Your 7-day forecast here on WYLN, pretty much the same what we've been saying for the past week here. Not too much going on. Friday and Saturday looking pretty good. They're in the 40s. Sunday, there's that chance for rain moving through our area. Could be a thunderstorm with a high of 52, so we don't have to worry about that freezing as long as it rains while it's sunny out. But even look at going your low temperature at 40, not too bad, so you don't have to worry about any freezing as of right now. And then Monday through Wednesday, look at that, perfect, and even Thursday as well, staying in that, well, kind of cool range. But hey, it's January, I guess we have to take it. Stay with us, everyone. More's coming your way right after this.
WILN TV 35, first in live sports. Join Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and the entire WILN sports team as we bring you the best in live local sports. WILN TV 35, the event, not just the highlights.
Tune in each week to WILN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional air times. Only on WILN TV 35. We're your local network.
WILN is proud to announce a huge technical upgrade to our channels that will bring a better digital picture and expanded coverage area to viewers all over northeastern and central Pennsylvania. In addition to Channel 35.1 in Hazleton, you can watch a crystal clear picture in Berwick and Columbia County on Channel 47.1 and in East Stroudsburg on Channel 24.1. And we're proud to announce Pennsylvania's newest TV station, Channel 9.1 in Williamsport, serving Lycoming, Montour, Northumberland, and Union counties. Now more than ever, WILN is your local network.
Over $5,000 was presented to the PTO of Panther Valley Elementary School this morning from a local fast food restaurant. WILN's Gary Perna has the story.
During the entire month of December, the McDonald's restaurant on Market Street in Nesquehoning donated $1 for every medium fry sold at that location during its Let's Show Local Education Some Love fundraiser. In total, the restaurant sold 4,238 medium French fries. The fundraiser was to help the PTO purchase Chromebooks for students in the Panther Valley Elementary School. With giving $1,000 of his own money, owner and operator of McDonald's, Scott Kavlik, the business gave a total of $5,248. Alicia Vermillion is the president of the PTO. She said after speaking with the teachers and administrators on what their biggest needs were, technology was in the forefront.
That money is going directly into our enrichment fund, and we are going to be using that to purchase hopefully 120 new Chromebooks and 4 carts. So there'll be a cart for each grade level in the elementary building, and that way they can utilize the technology directly in their classrooms for all of their subjects.
Kavlik said they are happy to help give back to the community in which they serve.
We opened this store 1997, and we had some very humbling beginnings here. But being my first restaurant, I grew attached to the community, and I received a letter for a donation for the elementary PTO for some computers for the kids in the elementary school, New Columbus. And they had a pretty ambitious goal. They needed $15,000. So decided to help them out. Kind of touched my heart that they had such a huge mission, and for this area to have, that's a large amount of money. So we decided to donate $1 for every medium French fry we sold in December. And I said I'll start off by donating the first 1,000 French fries. And we were able to raise over $5,000 for them.
Stacy Zaborski is the treasurer of the PTO and said this is a large project for them, and they are still looking to raise money.
So any donations to our school district we can use to buy additional technology. We are looking for more donations to complete our project, and those donations can be sent to the Panther Valley Elementary School, which is located on 1 North Merman Avenue in Esquehoning, and any checks could be made payable to the Panther Valley Elementary PTO.
And from one of the students who will benefit from this fundraiser,
thank you for helping our school computers.
With the check given to the school today, they will now see how many Chromebooks they can buy and decide how much more money still needs to be raised for the children. In Nesquehoning, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, Eric DeBaradinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
Christian Hackenberg and Adam Brenneman were supposed to be the recruits that led Penn State to the promised land. Now, just 3 years after each enrolled early, they're gone. Today, Brenneman, the former #1 tight end recruit in the country, announced his football career is over due to a chronic knee injury. We show Brenneman talking to the media because he spent a lot more time doing that than actually playing. His most successful season was as a true freshman when he caught 15 passes for 186 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2 more Penn State notes. Defensive tackle Austin Johnson has accepted an invite to play in the Senior Bowl after foregoing his final year of eligibility with the Nittany Lions. And this afternoon, former wide receiver Allen Robinson, now with the NFL's Jacksonville Jaguars, was named to the 2016 Pro Bowl. They've been one of the best teams all season long. Now, 3 of the best individual Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins have been named to represent the Atlantic Division in the 2016 AHL All-Star Classic. Goalie Matt Murray, defenseman Derek Pouliot, and rookie forward Dominic Simon were chosen to the game to be held on February 1st. Murray leads the league in save percentage, is tied for most shutouts, and second in goals against average. Pouliot selected for the second straight year after tallying 18 points so far this season, and Simon has 29 points to lead all AHL rookies. Associate coach Jay Leach will also be in Syracuse to rep the Atlantic Division. Baby Pens at Lehigh Valley tomorrow night, looking to stretch their current winning streak to 4 games. Wrestling season passed the holiday tournament stage and into the conference schedule, with team championships in District 2 now just under a month away. On Wednesday, it was Tunkhannock, who could be a big player in districts, visiting Crestwood, and the Tigers in control of the match throughout. But at 2:20, the Comet Shane O'Rourke jumps ahead of Ricky Stevens, picking up 2 points there. And then in the second period, O'Rourke again working the reversal, and he eventually gets it. But in the third, it's Stevens picking up the pin, and Tunkhannock, your overall match winners, 67-12. Our next live sports broadcast comes tomorrow with Hazleton girls basketball hosting Crestwood. Last night, it was the Lady Cougars prepping with Wyoming Valley West. Hazleton coach Joe Gavio, always active and always animated. Last night, no different. His team up 10, but the Lady Spartans figure out the press temporarily. Erin Gibbons ahead of the pack for 2 of her team-high 21, and then she's racing out herself. It's not how they teach it, but getting the job done. Hazleton up just 37-31. That fast pace switches sides in the Cougars' favor. Maddie Mrachko, runner and the roll, then off the dribble. Pull-up is pure Mrachko with 11 on the night. Mackenzie Uri with a team-high 20, the lead back up into the double digits, and Hazleton 68-52 winners. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll have highlights from the Schuylkill League girls, but next, Gary Perna is in with a final look at your forecast. Stay tuned.
At Whitetail Preserve, they pride themselves with giving their guests 5-star service. They are now open for lunch 6 days a week and offer limited delivery service for lunch to businesses in Cunningham, Valmont, and Humboldt Industrial Park. Call them at 570-384-2314.
Attention area residents. Show your support for local student athletes. Attend a live sporting event in your area. WILN, we're your local network.
I'm Bill Washko. I handle sales at WILN, and I am at the American Cancer Society Telethon. I do telethons, helping hands, because I like to help the community, the local people, and the dollars that help local people, young and old.
All right, so if you're traveling anywhere tonight, it's going to be a little windy out there. Low temperature's not looking too bad for January. I mean, you know, hey, I like it a little warmer, but there's nothing you can do about that here in Northeast Pennsylvania. 7-day forecast here. Still pretty nice. No snow, but we could see some rain on Sunday. A possible thunderstorm moving through the area. High of 52, so we hopefully won't have to worry about any freezing. The low staying at 40, so that's pretty good. But hey, the next couple of days really aren't that bad, so if you have to go out and travel, you know, you're doing pretty good. You don't have to worry about anything there. So, but I mean, I would like for some of those temperatures to maybe be like a 62, even a 43 or an 82, but you know, we live in Northeast Pennsylvania and it's cold.
It's January, but it does look like Friday is going to be nice, and that is when we have another big matchup here on WILN for the sports high school basketball.
Hazleton hosting Crestwood, and when those two teams meet, you know, no matter what the records are, it's going to be a good game.
And it's no matter what sport it is.
Yeah,
it
really doesn't matter.
Rivalry.
I would argue, I know both of you are from Schuylkill County and went to Schuylkill League schools, but Hazelton Crestwood might be the best rivalry in the area, in my opinion, just because, like you said, across
You do
every
the sports,
sport.
you know, right? You would know. But no, every time it's always a big deal. Everybody always comes out for the games. So we want to remind you, you just saw Gary's forecast. Friday looks like it's going to be nice. It's going to be a little cold, but nothing that a jacket won't fix to get you to that game. But if you aren't able to get to the game, here at WYLN, we'll have that Hazelton versus Crestwood. It's the girls basketball here.
7:30.
7:30, right here on WYLN. But if not, you'll definitely want to go to the game. I know even just covering some in the past, I've covered some sport games.
Student section going to be very lively, and then the boys on Saturday.
All right.
We don't let her do that anymore.
Big matchup. Have a good one, everyone.